introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Detroit Lions. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. First carry for DeAndre Swift. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now it's Swift. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Phelps, catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Night.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Swift. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Phelps will try and set up the screen to Swift. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Phelps. The kidder here, it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 32-yard line.
They'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Back to the running game with Swift. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 28. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 on the Seahawks 21-yard line.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. To throw on 2nd down. Phelps, that's complete to Mooney. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive.
Swift is could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. Now a carry for Swift. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Better ball security, but not much else to show for it. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on 3rd down. Phelps. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
That's the score, Lions 7, Seahawks nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that. some big jelly or something like that.
First and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you tell the offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. On second down, Swift. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 44. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now to Galladay on the jet sweep. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
On first and 10, Swift. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Looking to throw on second down. Phelps. Open man. He's got him. The tight end, Hawkinson. And caught down. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B. One starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Chris Carson.
Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on second and 8. Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. To throw on third down. Wilson. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to it before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
And trying to atone for it here on this drive. On second down now, Swift. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 42. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing on first down. Phelps. His throw here is incomplete. DeAndre Swift, the intended receiver that time. And it's second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. Throwing again. Phelps. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Demario Davis there on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. On 3rd down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Malik Jackson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. Right to the sack.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So this will be accepted as he moves the offense backwards. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. From the gun, here's Swift. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
On the tackle.
He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, Phelps. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. People always talk about one one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
First down.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
At the 42-yard line.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Intended for Ricky Seals-Jones. It's 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing again here, Wilson. Pressure, he's brought down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. His big Trey Flowers getting in there that time for the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film section tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's when this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Once again, it's Swift. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Phelps. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
This throw complete. Wilson finding Lockett. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
Well, look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football, but right now they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
On first down, Carson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions 17. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Now Rashad Penny. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And they're going to get him. They bring it back and set back at the 16-yard line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do give 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. By kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Phelps. Incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Phelps. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
On first down, Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 6. This is Carson. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Complete.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
First down, Seattle.
From the gun, it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. Wilson will throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Again, Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Wilson. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jarrett Davis. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. He lets it fly for Lockett. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. Bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Jarrett Davis in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. The Seahawks on third down, not so hot, 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the gun on 3rd down. Felts, he's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And he's into the clear. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 97 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Wilson. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
Today's final score, Lions 24.